Good morning, everybody. We need to talk because I need to talk because I got a real fuzzy head today, and sometimes this is the only thing that will help get my thoughts clear and out into the open because I can't express them inside my head, so they have to be vocalized. This week has been an interesting week. I've had the possibility of renting somewhere for doing games. We are just waiting to have a second viewing and do some measurements in terms of damp measurements. As the place smelt very damp, the guy said it was just because it had been closed. I remember it smelling damp when the previous tenants were in there. But I've bought a damp meter to actually find out how damp it is. So here we are, set up at the wonderful centre in Newlyn. We've got the windows wide. It's a nice afternoon. We have a table prepared for some Dungeons and Dragons. Plenty of dice, character sheets, minis. Now all we do is wait for the people to turn up and play. It's going to be a great evening. New folks to meet, new faces, and all part of Roll the Dice. Hello everyone. Every time I keep trying to do one of these little catch-up vlogs, something interrupts of some sort, or I get distracted to do something else. The ADHD symptoms, cognitions, if it is ADHD, I don't know, but I have been listening to lots of information about it, and there are definitely things that are neurodiverse in my mine, how I behave, that kind of stuff. Anyway, it's been very interesting. So yesterday we did D&D, that was good, but before that I was all panicky and getting worked up and hyper and didn't really know what to expect or what the game was going to be like or if anyone was going to turn up. Had a full table of 6 people, fantastic, went really well, all very, very happy players when leaving, or it seemed that way anyway, and positive feedback in the WhatsApp group that we have created. And so yeah, joy was had all around. It was marvellous. Map went down very well, people really enjoyed that, and yeah, that's where we kind of ended. I think I was going to try and talk about my brain overfiring. Why it was overfiring is we've always been looking for a space, somewhere where I can create, make, do things. Always is the problem, very expensive. Have managed to find someone who might be willing to go in with me in doing some sort of creative project with funds, with willingness, with dedication, which seems very, very good. So burden halved on renting somewhere, or at least reduced somewhat on renting a space that could be used for creative tabletop gaming, etc, 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 which is what I want to do. And we went to see a place. However, when we went in, the lights weren't working, so we were kind of like just around with torches in a very dark place. And we did find a few spots that we thought were damp and quite possibly mouldy, so we need to test the walls. So I bought a damp meter, or rather my friend Chris has got me a discounted damp meter, and so I'm going to go in with that and actually test all the walls and see how much damp is in the building, because obviously it is worrying if there is damp in the building, and we can't work in there. I'm asthmatic. With my recent health things called cancer, I can't risk any more bad stuff happening to me, really. I can't put myself in a high risk situation like that over extended periods of time. Plus people coming in, I can't do that to them, and then if there are just, you know, it's just not practical of a space to use. So that's why I was so fuzzy. However, it's all resolved. I have a damp meter in hand. I'm going to go and check out the place tomorrow. It's a yes or no answer based on how damp it is. It's a very simple decision. It's no longer a decision, oh, shall we go for it? Ponder. it's yes or no, depending on the damp. So that resolves it. However, what has come of this situation, which is really good, which I was telling my friend Dan about just today, is that I've made a stronger bond with the person that I want to do this with. So we're now two heads looking at the same situation, trying to find somewhere that is suitable for us to peruse, to stay, to use as our creative and business space, really. So yeah, it was all good. Oh, also, forbidden things. Did a thing, and ordered the Poxlings. We have warp miniatures, little Poxlings, which are basically cute Nurglings. Today I get rid of the last of my medications from cancer. Good morning, everybody. It's been a rather nice little quiet creative morning on a dreary Saturday for me. I have been up and breakfasted, and I've been reading a little bit. I got some new books, some in paper form. We have a book on decluttering because, well, yeah, look. We have this book I got given by my friend Chris, an interesting man who, a brilliant writer who's been on the most crazy journey. He's writing a memoir of his times travelling, and some of it you wouldn't believe that he's read to me. I've also got on the old tablet a Humble Bundle Bundle. So they released a load of the Games Master Guide stuff. So we've got some stuff on traps, some puzzles, and that kind of stuff in here. Some of it is interesting, some of it is pretty just basic, but kind of new ideas on basic. One that I really like, actually I'm not going to tell you the one I really like, because that'll spoil it for anybody who plays my games. Just been listening to music and doing some crafting, finishing up the stucco on the new ruined house, painting and gritting the broken walls that Annie made, and I've done the flocking for the broken house as well. I also managed to find some of those connect together tiles that I crafted with a long time ago. I made some dungeon tiles, just to give us a kind of base of dungeon tiles with spaces on. This time I'm going to do something more similar to the roads that I made with them also. So I had 4 of them and I made a set of roads, but it was very unplanned, very chaotic in the way I did it. So this time round I've drawn a map, which is what I was drawing, and they all are going to be able to be interlinked and interchanged in different ways to make new different maps. Primarily probably for city encounters and stuff like that, but they will also be cross-compatible with playing Mordheim, which is my latest little obsession. And Yeah. Oh, also, I don't think I showed you. That's right, more minis. This time for a game I don't even play and never have intentions of playing or haven't been entertained in the idea of playing, but it was a good bundle, so I got it. We've got some Lord of the Rings miniatures game stuff, Middle Earth strategy battle game or whatever it's called. That